carrying the Golden State Warriors bucket after bucket, and he's understanding time and score and leading this young Grizzlies roster.
With a look at Kyle Anderson, who has had a better shooting performance. It began last year in the bubble. And after a very interesting story, he had a nerve impingement very similar to Markelle Fultz. Had that surgery, came back in the bubble. His shot improved last year, and he's continuing that improvement this year. Our officials tonight: James Capers, Kenny Mauer in his 222nd playoff game, and Deidre Taylor. And away we go from Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Jazz having the week off. Took a couple days of practice, and so they are well rested. Valanciunas inside over Gobert for two.
And that's a theme you're going to see throughout this game from this Memphis team. They dominate the paint area. #1 in the league, 55 points a game in that paint area.
Grizzlies basically working on 1 day's rest. They played Friday. They beat Golden State in a thriller in overtime, and before that took care of the Spurs. So here they come in the routine. Ingles, who is starting for Mitchell, puts in a three.
The bread and butter for the Utah Jazz. High screen and rolls, separation, and knocking down threes.
Utah makes an NBA record 16 threes a game. What a drive right there. And Dillon Brooks gets it to go as he slashes for two. They go inside. That outside shot will fall. So right off the bat, the Utah Jazz hitting shots from outside. Royce O'Neal with a 25-footer.
You mentioned this, Kev. They've averaged 17 made threes on the season, already 2 within the first 2 minutes.
Now sliding up the far side. This is Mike Conley, the former Memphis Grizzly player. Morant is on him. He'll slash, shifting gears, and put it in for two. A lot of good shooting to start this one.
And a lot of good screening. Another nice setup there by Rudy Gobert to allow Conley to get all the way to the cup.
Here's Morant with a floater on the fly, gets his own miss and some deceptive moves, and he'll work now on Conley. Into Valanciunas with a push by Gobert, and Rudy will pick up his first personal foul.
How about this, Kevin? An old school center matchup between Rudy Gobert and Jonas Valanciunas. Nice little off the high glass there by Conley. But it's been a while since we've seen a good big man matchup. Not a lot. There won't be any threes, though. Valanciunas can knock down threes. We're going to see a lot of brute strength in the paint here.
So Gobert gets his first. 38-34 record. They are the number 8 seed. This Memphis Grizzly team, and the road record this past season was 20-16. There is Morant. And inside, Valanciunas knocked away, and with a good defensive play protecting the rim is Gobert. And here come the Utah Jazz, 52-20. And Bogdanovich with a long shot with a rebound claimed by Jaren Jackson. Here's Morant, who averages 19 a game. And back on top to Kyle Anderson. The Grizzlies have won 7 of their last 8. And inside and across the lane, Valanciunas gets it to go. Had foul trouble on Friday. They need him to stay out of that trouble tonight in Salt Lake.
And you see how much he's occupying the possible defensive player of the year. Nice pass there by Ingles. Good catch by Gobert.
Utah coming in. They've won 7 of the last 9 with a look at Quinn Snyder, and a lot of people have him penciled in as their coach of the year.
And think about the DNA here for the Jazz. We talked about 17 made threes a game, already 2 tonight. The paint presence, keeping Rudy Gobert occupied is something, if you're Coach Taylor Jenkins of the Memphis Grizzlies, you're going to have to stay attuned to, because he loves to make multiple plays defensively for this Jazz team.
There's a look at the 36-year-old head coach, Taylor Jenkins of the Memphis Grizzlies in his 2nd season. Valanciunas picked up his first personal. Gobert at the line, a 62% free throw shooter. Memphis Grizzlies The youngest team to make the NBA playoffs in 10 years. And the second youngest team overall in the NBA this season. Oh, nice play. Kyle Anderson gets it to go.
Well, you talked about the shoulder surgery for Kyle Anderson. To me, his confidence has come back since that surgery. You look at the scoring average, he almost doubled it from 5.5 to 12.5.
Bogdanovich will work on Valanciunas, deflected by Anderson. And here comes Dylan Brooks in his 4th year out of Oregon. Lets a 3-point fly, uncorks one from there. Gobert will claim the rebound. Rudy, the number 2 rebounder in the NBA coming out of the regular season. Conley will sliver his way inside. And here's a step back 3, Bogdanovich. And claimed inside by Valanciunas.
This Memphis Grizzlies team is a sneaky good defensive team. They've got athleticism at every position, and they're deep. Beautiful move.
Good looking drive inside by John Morant. Beautiful play. Had 35 Friday against the Golden State Warriors and 20 against San Antonio 2 days before that. He continues to score well. Bogdanovich down low. In the playoffs for a 5th consecutive season, the Utah Jazz. Number 1 in the West, number 1 record in the NBA, and Conley with a beautiful floater.
How about that floater with the right hand?
Conley has been battling some right hamstring issues, missed 9 games late in the season. Good screen, Valanciunas gingerly working around that screen. Kyle Anderson with another basket.
Confidence. More than doubled his points per game from last season. We talked about that, but he's an extension of another point guard on the floor here for Coach Jenkins as well.
Gobert's up high. He sets as many screen assists as anybody in the NBA, like right there on Morant, freeing up Conley, and fires and shoved, and Morant will pick up the foul as Conley played it well. Boy, his guile, his expertise is terrific at 33 years of age and 14th year in the league. Nice play by Mike Conley to get that foul out of the defense.
Something you're going to see a lot tonight from Michael Conley, especially with no Donovan Mitchell. His ability to attack the paint and be able to get those teardrops off.
There's a look at some of the numbers on Conley. Mike Conley with a career high of 41% from 3-point territory. I'd like to remind you the closed captioning for the playoffs on TNT is presented by Google. Conley Reggie, an 85% free throw shooter. Got right hamstring late in the season, and then a good week off with some practice sprinkled in. He was taking the 3, so he gets the 3 at the line. And of course, when you think of Conley, you think about his terrific run with the Memphis Grizzlies. He played there from 2007 to 2019, 7 consecutive playoff berths led by Conley. We take a timeout.